Yeah, we're living the life, we're living it right. Voice of the people, we shining the light. Talking that real truth on the mic. News, wellness, culture, keeping it tight. From actors to artists, we changing the game. Entrepreneurs rising, remember the name. Tina Marie Hollywood, bringing that flame. Gerald C. Anderson, see you doing the same. Buff Patterson in the frame. And the life media moments making its name. Yeah, from heart to the hustle, watch how we grow. It's the Life Live. Now you know.
Hello and welcome. Good evening, everyone. Thank you all for joining us once again. And like I say every other week, fabulous guests, fabulous show, and an outstanding evening. We're going to have fun tonight. We got some songstress. We have a drummer, and they all female. Yes, I love it. A female drummer. That is just the coolest thing. But again, I don't want to get too excited because I know I want you all to get excited, but this is going to be a great show. So I hope everyone is staying warm. I know in New York, there was another snow, not a snowstorm, but I know, they had a lot of snow falling. I guess that's what you could say, and they have it in Maryland. So it's just been crazy weather all over the place, but I hope everyone is staying safe and staying warm. One of the things I found out, Jesse Jackson passed away. So definitely sending our prayers and condolences to the family of Jesse Jackson. I remember Jesse Jackson, of course, back in the days, but yeah, very, very powerful man. So, but again, I hope everyone is having a great evening. Thank you for joining us. And let's get Gerald C. Anderson out here, my hostess with the mostest. And yes, I said hostess with the mostest. Again, I'm not going to change.
Hostess with the mostest. Lord have mercy. Help her.
But yes, I forgot that, did you hear about Jesse Jackson?
I think everyone heard about it by now. But yeah.
Okay, well, yeah. Well, I mean, that was like, because sometimes you think people gonna live forever, but he's one of those that's like, wow, oh, okay, I guess it is about that time, but it still was, Jesse. I remember when this is a little left, but I remember when my sister came home and said, Jesse Jackson, a baby daddy. I was like, not Jesse. Not Jesse.
Yeah, why not him? Why can't he have a child too?
It was just a surprise, because it's Jesse Jackson, fighting power, power to the people.
Yeah, so, but that don't mean he can't be a daddy.
I know, but I'm just saying. But yes, but how's your weekend going?
My weekend was great. I had my oldest came from out of town with her husband.
Oh, good.
And we walked and we walked and we walked. Showing them around. Saturday we was in DC and we walked. We went to the African American Museum.
Oh, that is so cool! I was just telling my little sweetheart that I want to go to DC because I've actually never been to DC.
Oh, okay.
So yes. So that's pretty cool. How long were they here for?
They were here about 4 days. So yeah. Oh. So we got after we left the African American Museum, we walked over to the MLK Museum. But the monument and all.
Yeah. Mm-hmm.
So but we weren't sure exactly how to get there. So we used the GPS, which took us way around all the way, came back.
GPS didn't work?
It took us like a mile out of the way to get to where
Oh my goodness. And you all were walking.
And we were walking, yeah.
Well, I hope you counted those steps because it does matter.
I had my Apple Watch on, so yeah, I was counting. I got all the steps here.
Jeez. Well, that's a lot of walking. So Yeah.
Yeah, it was a
Well,
lot of
that's
walking
good.
around.
Yeah.
Yeah, but we
And
had fun.
the weather was nice too. So
And yeah, we picked the exact right day to be doing it. So the weather was really nice and everything. So
oh well, that's good. Good.
and now
So
it's back
yes.
cold and snowing.
Oh my gosh. This snow is something, man.
Yeah,
It just seemed like it doesn't give you all a break neither.
doesn't
So
give us a break at all.
mhm, yeah. But it's so beautiful when it falls.
Mhm.
It's so beautiful. So all right. So I'm starting to sweat. So what we doing? We doing the commercial now and then we're gonna go. I ain't
Yeah,
listen. It's
and
that
we
time.
we got an APP out for Buff. So we
Yes. Yes, she's not.
as soon as we
But
find
we
Buff,
miss our buff. Yeah, we love our buff. She always gives our positive media moment. So she's unfortunately unable to do it for us today, but it's okay. She'll be back.
yeah, yeah.
Till then, we'll
And then
go
on
to.
the
Go
on,
ahead.
on the other side of this commercial,
hmm
you'll be making the introduction.
Absolutely, because I got one of my special people here. I love her. Okay, go. All right, go.
All right.
Experience a lifestyle where faith meets refinement. The Lyfe magazine portrays the beauty of the Christian journey with grace and effortless elegance. Elevate your perspective and join the movement. Order your copy today at lifepublishing.com.
All right.
All right.
Yes, our first guest. Okay. In
Okay.
all honesty, I don't know where to start because I remember this was how many years ago? This had to be what, 3 years ago, Gerald?
I
Three,
don't
four
know. I
years
don't
ago?
know. For some reason I thought it was longer than that, but
It's probably been, but I remember when she was first on our show, and she's such an impressive, phenomenal, like young lady. She just blew my mind outside of her singing talent, and she's just an internally good person, and you can just sense that from how she speaks and how she carries herself. I fell in love with her at first sight. Let's just put it like that. And I just never forgot about her. Always, made sure I stay in touch with her because she's just an extraordinary like young lady, and I love her. I just love her spirit. And you all will see why. So let's bring her on. Let's bring Mariah Dawson on. Yes.
Hey, beautiful people.
Hello,
how are you?
I'm
Welcome
great.
back.
How are y'all? Oh, thank you for having me. I'm so excited.
Absolutely. So so I just was bragging about you because I just love your spirit. And
Oh, thank you.
and before you get into everything that you do, I really want you to, also tell them about like you being a nurse and actually what you do on top of all the singing and acting, because she's going to be
Yes.
in a play, people. Yes. So she will be in a play. But again, I don't want to keep, just go ahead, because I get excited about you. I do. I get excited
Well,
about you.
first of all, I'm just so thankful and blessed that you have always been so gracious to me and allowed me to be a part of your beautiful platform. So I first want to take out the opportunity before I say anything else to thank you and give you your flowers, or you can still smell them. Yes, ma'am. Well, I am doing nursing full time as well as doing my music career. I definitely believe that God has brought me into a place in my life where He wants me to do multiple avenues at the same time. So I'm thanking God for the strength that He is allowing me to have to be able to do both rigorous moments simultaneously. But last time we spoke, I actually ended up going home with the NICU baby. So I took care of him in the NICU for around 9 months. And I became his home health nurse for 2.5 years. And I am so happy to say that he is flying on his own. He's off the ventilator now. He's eating on his own. So God has been doing so many amazing things in his life. So it was time for TT to go ahead and fly off. And now I am a traveling NICU nurse. So now I have brought in my reach and brought in my heart past Louisiana. So now I'm in Texas.
I just love that. Love that. Love it. Love it. I just get excited about you, girl. But go ahead, keep talking. It's just beautiful.
Thank you.
So tell everyone, how your singing career, why singing, and at eventually gradually go into your play and that whole thing, your acting career, so to speak.
Well, I definitely believe that God has placed a calling on my life. And when God places a calling on your life, it is then your responsibility to take heed to the call and do what He has assigned you to do in the earth realm. So I knew that I was going to be a singer, an artist ever since the tender age of 3 years old. I step on some very broad shoulders. My grandmother and my mother, who is very prominent in the gospel community. And she allowed me to spread my wings in the secular route, but I have never forgot the God that I served. So I try to do everything indecently and in order, and to be able to tell a story along the way.
Yes. And how has that journey been? Because it's like, you have this, so tell me, how's that journey been going? I mean, because I know it's not easy.
I'm definitely thankful for the pauses in my life, because I feel like with the pauses in my life, it allowed to cultivate who I was, not only as an individual, but as an artist. A lot of people don't realize that in the music industry, it's pretty much like 1% talent and 99% business. And that's something that I had to change in terms of my mindset, because coming into the industry, 6 and 7 years ago, I was like, oh, I just want to sing. I just want to perform. And now I still have the heart to do that. I still have that calling on my life, but I now understand the business and the dynamics behind the artistry. And so I'm thankful for every moment that I've been able to learn, to glean, and to understand.
Yes. And so how do you keep yourself motivated? How do you keep yourself motivated, inspired to just keep going? Because again, the journey, can be challenging. So how do you just stay like following your passion?
I have a prayer life. It is very important. In a day and age where we really focus on numerology, and we focus on shares and likes and different things of that manner, sometimes it can get a little bit overwhelming, especially in the social media age, because some people place the value of your artistry next to numbers. And God is a God that steps outside of time and steps outside of numbers. And so you have to understand the God that you serve and understand, to each thing there is a season. So definitely surrounding myself in a prayer life and surrounding myself around wise counsel. And it doesn't have to be a large number. Just has to be someone in your corner that will not fold and that has your best interest in mind. Even, will say no to you in some moments. And so I'm thankful for those no's.
You see, people, this is why I adore her. This is why. I hope you all are taking notes.
Yeah. Okay, can we go back to the business part? So
yes,
let's talk about that for a second. So a lot of people don't understand that there's a business behind the music. So they all they see is the stage and then the records that come out. They don't understand how about some of the stuff that does go on behind the scene as far as business go that you've learned.
Well, I've definitely learned that there's 95% of preparation and 5% of what the world sees. So a lot of people don't see the sleepless nights. They don't see the meetings. They don't see the plans of action in order to move a project forward. They don't see the connections. There's so many people out here that are so talented. However, we forget that we need the connections and we need the people in order to be able to project us into a different space. So that support, yes, it's free, but it is invaluable, because if you don't have people's support, if you don't have people's hearts, then you cannot progress as an artist or with anything that you do. But definitely I've learned a lot of social media dynamics. I've learned a lot of like project tools, different things that I can do on my own, because I want to be able to put my best foot forward, and I want to be able to give all that I have into my art, into what God gave me and poured into me. So really kind of like learning the social media space, learning how to connect with individuals. That's been something that has been really, really fundamental in who I am as an individual.
Right. So what about practicing your craft and when you going on stage for a performance? I remember when I was learning, one of my instructors told me that music is one of the few things that you have to be 100% on. Yes. If you make one mistake, play the wrong note or something like that, everybody's gonna notice. So what are your thoughts about that?
Well, when I first started out in the music industry, I thought that I needed to prepare for a gig or prepare for a moment. And now that I've been in the industry, I now prepare all the time. Because I get ready and I stay ready for any moment, because as you know, the industry has a lot of twists and turns, and you can have moments that catapult you into a space very quickly. So always being in the spirit of preparation has really helped me in this space and where I am as an artist. I actually do a lot of running now. I run and sing. So that helps me to develop my stamina as an artist, because now I've incorporated a lot of dance into my shows. And I have two co-captains.
HBCU use that.
Yes, basketball game.
Yes. So, I'm really trying to just broaden my horizons, broaden who I am as an artist. And I have introduced my two co-captains, Miss Jamie and Miss Jasmine, who is now on the Mariah Dawne roster. And so I'm just so excited for what God is doing and how he's taking us to a different place.
Okay. Yeah, I've heard that stay ready thing. One of my first ministers of music told me that, it's like you should always you stay ready.
So you don't have to get ready.
Get ready.
Exactly. So that goes back to the practice portion. You got to practice every day, all the time.
Every day.
So you're ready.
Exactly.
Yeah.
Yep, that's what I do with my singing.
But I did see that HBCU dancing. Yeah.
Well, that's just a beautiful thing. And again, with the industry being so rooted in business, like in all reality, what has been like a true challenge? Because again, it's so much talent out there, and everyone, pretty much wants to sing. I mean, I'm one of them, but I'm realistic. But
not go there.
But with the challenges, like how do you stay relevant in all reality? Because it's so much out there.
Yes, I honestly believe that staying true to who you are is what is your ticket, because in a day and age where there's so many people that try to be other individuals and they forget themselves, and really fundamentally people just want to see who you are. They want to see your story. They want to see like who you are on the inside. Exactly, the authenticity of who you are. And so once people have a hold of that and they understand your story and they get to know who you are as an individual, I mean, all that stuff kind of follows suit. But, when I first started out, I thought that I had to, do all the trends to stay relevant. And God really had to reel me in and was like, no, I made you, you are fearfully and wonderfully made. So stay true to who Mariah is. And so once I did that, I mean, the floodgates open.
Yes. Yes. That authenticity is the best. And I always say attitude determines your altitude. And one thing about you is your attitude is just phenomenal. I just love your attitude. And that's why I think you will absolutely go the mile. You will go the journey. You will go you got it, girl. You got it.
I receive it. Thank you so much.
So tell us about this acting career that you're leading into now.
Oh my goodness. I've always been someone who loves creative and performing arts. I've been doing, plays and theaters and stuff like that ever since I was a little girl. So for this to come full circle is amazing. And I'm starting in my hometown, Shreveport, Louisiana. Yes, I was like, come on, hometown.
Yes.
I love it. But it is called The Red Light. I am going to be playing the lead role, Mrs. Shayna Delaney Tracy.
That's the lead. What?
The lead role. We got lines, friend. We have multiple lines.
With an S.
And it's going to take place at the historic Strand Theater in Shreveport, Louisiana, April the 11th. It is star-studded. Like, we have not the Carlton Banks that's going to be there.
Wow.
We have Christina Bell, who played on the Clark Sisters and Lifetime.
Yes.
So, I mean, God is really putting some things together, and I'm just excited to just be in the passenger seat.
Ooh. I love it. So how do you, with all of this fabulousness and all of these, blessings that are falling upon you, how do you what do you do to give back, to show your thanks, to show your gratitude, show your appreciation? How do you give back?
I love to communicate with people. Mm-hmm. I get a lot of messages and I get a lot of text calls asking me like, how do you do things? And the most important thing that I want people to be left with me is that I'm not a gatekeeper. I'm not one that will gatekeep a door for someone else. I believe, if there's a table, then that means there's multiple chairs. So that means that we can all eat together. So definitely helping people that, and I see so much in people that I saw myself when I first started off. So I definitely love to give back in that space. I think that nursing also, it keeps me very humble and it keeps me touchable. And I'm thankful that God has used my day-to-day circumstances to be able to prepare me for the world. I definitely believe that nursing has taught me time management skills. It has taught me communication skills. It has taught me to get through some tough trials and tough times when there are things that are rising, with patient population. And all of that transcends into my music career, being able to communicate, being able to deal with difficult times and trials. And then I also do St. Jude, which is very near and dear to my heart. I'm one of the spokespersons for that as well. So I just, people are at the heart of what I do. And I'm thankful that God has kind of spread my hands to be able to do it, not musically, but medically as well.
So why do you think God chose you? Like, why you?
That's a question that that keeps me up at night, to be honest. I've asked that question to the Lord several times. And the only thing that I can say that he told me is, why not you?
I was about to say that.
And so in turn, I say I yield and I thank you.
Like, yes. Okay. Yes. Well, that's good, because sometimes, when people have a gift or a talent, they get stuck into like, why me? Like, can I do this? And they lose that confidence that God is saying, okay, you can do this. If I believe in you, you can do anything. So it's like, what sets you apart from, I don't want to say like the average, singer, songwriter, actress now, because you're now actress. It's like, what do you think it is that's special about you that just sets you aside a little bit?
Perseverance. This is a very tough industry to crack into, and this is not something that happens overnight. In a day and age where we expect things to happen quickly, this is not a industry in which that will happen. In a lot of ways, you have to, what my mama says, cut your teeth. You have to cut your teeth and pay your dues. And a lot of people get overwhelmed with that, because they think, I have a gift, so, the people should come, the accolades should come quickly, this is what I have. But there's so many people out there, like you said, that have that gift. But what sets people apart that have Grammys and it is doing this as a full-time career is that they persevered in spite of.
Yes.
what it looked like. They persevered in spite of what was in the bank. They persevered in spite of getting one like and one share.
I was going to say likes and shares. Yes, absolutely.
They persevered and they believed in themselves, because how can other people that learn about you and your journey believe in you if you don't believe in yourself?
This is true. Yes.
And so that, I think that is what has kept me. And I'm thankful for that. I'm thankful that God has instilled that perseverance into me, to not look at things just face value, to look at it with tunnel vision and down the line.
Well, tell us about this new song you got.
This is why I love her. Are you guys hearing this? This is why.
Well, we gotta hear about this new song you have. Won't Let Go.
Yes.
Won't Let Go. Goodness. So I definitely just signed with SRG-ILS, and so I'm so thankful for that opportunity and to be able to expand. And with that expansion, I have also expanded my palette a little bit. Now, a lot of people know that I do a lot of songwriting in the sense of storytelling, or in the sense of learned, or what I call shared experiences. So things that I've gone through in my life, I have been able to write from on the other side of. But this song, I think it's a beautiful blend of sensuality and vulnerability, and a different perspective to what Mariah Dawne can provide and what she can bring, and a new era in who she is. Y'all, what's crazy is I turned 30 this year. So,
Mariah.
we're getting... I'm scared, y'all.
30.
So, I feel like I'm a little grown now, so I feel like I can write in a different little way. Yeah, I'm a woman now. I know my mom still sees me with the pigtails and stuff, but I'm a woman, y'all. And so just being able to write in a different space like that, I think it's really fun, and to incorporate a new sense of vulnerability, sensuality, and what love is, the portrayal of that.
Yes.
And where can people hear this song?
It is available everywhere, y'all. So Tidal, YouTube Music, Apple, Spotify, all of the handles that you like to listen to music and get your groove on, I'm there.
All right.
And you can also, because I learned this because I went on YouTube, on social media, and I added your song to the flyer. I don't know if you heard it, but I added the song to the flyer when I posted that you were going to be on, and I was like, you could do that as well.
Yes, please use my sound, you guys. My audio sound.
Using it. It's
yes.
Like really cool.
Instagram, TikTok, Snapchat. All of my sound bites are there. So, if you feel inspired in your day-to-day affairs, and, you looking cute with your man or your lady, pop that song in there.
There you go. I got mine. You better get yours. Yes. Well, lady girl, thank you so much once again I know you have a busy schedule, so I appreciate you immensely. So thank you so much for taking the time out to join us and to just talk with us and catch up. And I'm going to keep being a stalker. I'm going to keep following you.
Please do. And likewise, I'm going to continue to stalk you too and comment, hey, auntie, what's going on?
You got to comment and say they love the song.
I know, y'all. I'm scared, but it's okay. God is good. At least I've seen 30, so I'm thankful.
Yes, and you look great.
You got someone that said they love your song, so.
Oh, thank you. Yes, that's my other auntie, Pep Talk Tape. By the way, you guys, I just got nominated for Breakthrough Artist of the Year at the 2026 Prism Awards. That's going to be hosted by Snub Magazine, August the 2nd. So if y'all please go to Snub Magazine, click the link in their bio, and click me for Breakthrough Artist of the Year.
Absolutely. Consider it done.
Thank you so much.
All right. Thank you.
I'm so proud of you. So proud
Thank
of you.
you so much.
Bye.
Yes. Thank you, sweetie.
Bye.
I tell you, I love that young lady. Well, I can't say young lady anymore. Well, she's still going to be a young lady to me.
I mean, 30, come on.
Yeah, 30.
30 was a while ago for me.
It was a long while ago for you.
You too.
Whatever.
Great niece.
I know. All right. So we're going to go to another commercial so we can get some of these flyers paid for.
Exactly.
Then we come with our next guest.
And you're gonna really love this commercial. We on with this music thing, so watch
boy.
this.
All right, let me get ready. Let me get my fans hits. I might start.
Oh yeah, new music. This is saxophonist Gerald Albright letting you know about my 24th career project, Hot Chocolate. This is my new EP. It's going to be released on February 27th, but you can pre-order it right now. The link will be in my bio or below in this post. And it's 3 action-packed tunes, one of which is featuring one of my dear friends and one of your favorite vocalists and mine, Miss Layla Hathaway. Oh yeah, it's on. So get this, pre-order it, and I appreciate your support. And then when I come to your neighboring city, we'll be playing the new music off of this new EP. I am so excited. Let's go, y'all. Let's have a party.
Yes.
There you go.
I remember seeing that. Yeah, that he had a new one out. That is so awesome.
And the link is in the comments. So go ahead and click the link and go and get that CD because I got
yours. You That's right. Oh, that is so exciting.
Albright, so they continue to be great people.
They are such great supporters. Yeah. Mm-hmm.
So
absolutely.
All right. Female drummer. That just always seems to get me.
I just love it.
Well, when our great friend Renata told me about Nakia Westbrooks, we had to have her on the show because I just like those female drummers. I wish we had a clip so we could play. I know she's.
Oh my gosh, that would have been great. Now she got to come back.
Now she got to come back again, so we can play a clip. So let's welcome to the stage Nakia Westbrooks.
Yay!
Welcome.
Hello. How are you doing?
Nakia?
How you doing?
I'm doing great. How are you?
I'm doing well.
So soft spoken.
Yes, I am so close to this camera.
You look good in a close up, baby, so it's fine.
So the people can see you. So.
Yes.
We got the older crowd like Tina. They have to be able to see you.
We can't see you go too far back. We can't see you.
So welcome to the show. So it's nice to meet you virtually in person. Tell us a little bit about yourself and how you became a drummer.
Yes. First of all, thank you for having me on the show. This is something new for me. So, I'm super excited that you guys, asked me. Shout out to Renata,
yes.
Connect. All right. So a little bit about myself. I'm a drummer, entrepreneur. I see her in the chat, Kaya on Fire.
Kaya on Fire. Right. I like that.
So I am like I said, a drummer, entrepreneur. I am multifaceted. I play primary drums, keys. I produce. I sing a little bit, and And as far as entrepreneurship, I have a company by the name of NCW Productions LLC. Where we host networking events. We do music education. Right now, we're focused on the drum portion of education, music education. And what is the last thing we do? I always forget one thing.
Well, that's when you have so much going on, you forget. But trust me, that's a lot.
Education, networking events. And we do music entertainment as well. So, book us at your next local private or public event.
Okay. Right. She's her own little commercial. I love it.
So, but tell us how you became a drummer, though.
Yes, all of this stemmed from drums. Okay. When I was 4, after Bible study one night, I just hopped on my dad's bed. I was like, Daddy, I want to play the drums. And his family is they're deep. They are musically inclined. He has 11 brothers and sisters. And
Oh.
so he didn't push music on us, but music was already in the blood. And
Right.
so when I told him, like, I want to play the drums, he was like, are you going to play for real or don't come to me? And I was like, no, I'm serious. And so that moment, it sparked the zeal in me to like, okay, I done said it and I said it to the right person. So you got to go for it, you know? So all of this stuff is stemmed from my passion to just play drums. And so he was like my advocate, because as a female and as a young child talking about, I want to play the drums, like that wasn't a real thing, even locally for me. So he would be my advocate to like, no, she with me and she gonna play the drums, you know, so it's that type of thing. So that was like my training grounds. And
Okay.
from that point on, it just stemmed like, let me learn the bass, let me learn the keys, you know, let me see what I sound like on the microphone, you know, like that type of thing. And the business.
So you play other instruments as well?
I do.
Ah, okay.
Yes.
What are the other instruments you play?
I play keys, I play bass. I'm learning guitar now, and really like production, singing as well. So, yeah.
Okay.
Instruments.
And you have a new project out with.
I do. It is called Becoming, and take 30 minutes of your time and just listen to it top to bottom, and I promise you it'll bless your life.
Okay. You're gonna have to explain that title, though.
I definitely will.
Absolutely. That was my next question.
So Becoming, it's my experience, all in all, overall, it's my experience of learning to appreciate God's love and grace for my life, and learning how to navigate that and choose him over life, choose him over everything, like my current circumstance at that point. A lot of the music I wrote in college, while I was attending Berklee College of Music from 2019, and I want to say to the next 2 years, 2021, 2-3 years. And so, yeah, it was just my experience. It was life. Like Mariah, she said she would write from a perspective of, like storytelling, like being in the situation. And so a lot of the music I wasn't able to finish in college. I was having writer's block. I was having producer's block. But a lot of that stuff I wasn't able to finish because I didn't have the right perspective. I didn't have the right lenses to view the way, you know, God wanted to write the story and write everything. And so, I came back to it, and I gave myself 6 months to really hone in on completing like the work of art. And it's literally my journey of like I'll call it Garden of Gethsemane moments. Like you told me this was not going to be easy, but do I honor your decision and your opinion over what I'm feeling? Do I honor your decision over what I think or what I want? Is what you think about my concern in my life, am I going to value that over whatever? And so I was having a lot of, nevertheless, not my will moments, but that your will, and the beauty in that, the grace in that, the kindness in that. And I believe that's translated and communicated through, you know, the world of music and lyrics and production. And I kept it very authentic. Like I kept it very like raw. Like I wanted people to feel like a lot of moments was not
in it. You're right.
Yeah, a lot of it was not perfection at all. And so, yeah, but it was the way God wanted to write the story. So,
music is like emotional. It moves you. You know, it can move you. And that's my daughter. She mentioned that music makes her think about times in her life, and I think a lot of people experience that. When you hear a song from 20 years ago, you know, you think about what you were doing mostly at that time, you know. So I think a lot of people, and you let me know if I'm right or wrong, that when they write songs, they're writing them from this perspective of, you know, how they're feeling at that moment,
the emotion behind it. Yeah.
So you connect with the song because you probably felt that way too.
Right.
Exactly.
You know? Yes, that's correct for sure.
Yeah. Music is a universal language, and it doesn't have to be taught. You just have to know how to feel it.
Yeah.
1,000%.
Yeah, because a lot of songs in the 70s, you know, they used to tell a lot of stories, and people are like, that happened to me too. And they identify with, you know, a lot of the songs from that era too. Right. And then those songs are still going out today. So I'll always think of music as being very emotional. It can drive you in some way.
Yeah, and the beautiful thing about the project and just my music in general, I don't go for my goal isn't to relate to somebody. I just share what God puts on my heart, and as He leads me to share it with the world, I share it. You know, and the timing, and then to hear so many different people experience. Because I try to write, because I can be very creative, and sometimes as a creative, I don't know where to draw the line of like, okay, now let's get to the next step, because I won't never execute its completion in it. And so I just was like, this is what you've given me. It's perfection because it's coming from you. It's coming from a place of authenticity. And so now, however this minister, that's my prayer for all my music, like however this ministers or reaches somebody, if it can just reach one, to God be glory. You know what I'm saying?
Enough.
So yes. Like, that's the goal. The numbers ain't the goal for me. Is I can just get one and one.
Yeah.
You know, be blessed by it.
Absolutely. Right. Absolutely. Yeah. So why drumming? Because you say you're a keyboardist, you know, learning the guitar. Why drummer? Why you say, you know, I'm a drummer?
I'm a drummer because that's my first instrument. I would say I don't want to say it's my first love. That's so like
it could be. I mean, but if it is, it's okay.
I began to understand. It's even deeper than that, because I understood who I was, because I didn't know how to communicate as a young girl, and just learning how to communicate in the right way to communicate, like a godly way, a pure way to communicate without frustration or action. Drums was my voice.
Your calm
and so anytime I would be nervous, like I don't have to speak, I could just play. You know what I'm saying? So like that was my voice growing up. And even when it came to school, like that is how I related everything to music. Like I was the girl that beat on the pots and pans. I'm making, you know, I got my pencils. You know,
getting on your parents' nerve. Like, stop beating my pans and my pots.
Like I was that girl. So everything made sense to me if you can just relate it to if you related to drums and music, you got my attention. Like, you know.
Wow.
I think that's the fire starter of it all.
Yeah. I heard that drummers are really great at math. Were you really good at math? Because this is what I hear, that drummers are
that's be for all musicians.
I don't know.
I laughed so hard because academics is not my best friend. But it was the music that said, if you want to get where you're trying to get in life, you need to graduate high school. You need to pay attention. I laughed because none of the academics, in my opinion, was my friend.
Just that kitchen, them pots and pans. That was your academic.
Oh yeah.
Well, I'm curious to know. You played multiple different instruments. Did you play them all on this project, or did you get other musicians?
I did produce. I produced everything in engineer. I took a bet on myself to see where, you know, how far can you go, Kaya? How far are you willing to go with this? So
all right.
Yeah. So where do you see yourself in the next few years? Like, where do you visualize you will be or conducting?
That's a great question. Exploring the world. Exploring the world, preaching and teaching the gospel. I know I'm pivoting.
No, that's okay.
From the music aspect, I believe that is an avenue to reach a certain kind of people. But my ultimate goal is to preach and teach the gospel, like knowing what that purpose is for me. Like all of my avenues, they go to this tunnel vision. And how can we connect that to God? So,
so you say you using music, different types of music, to get to different types of people. You know, I got to know about that now.
You said different types. So what I mean, allowing music to be my avenue. I am flexible in all genres, but as far as like what I produce, if I'm reading your question right, processing your question correctly.
Mm-hmm.
I focus on Christian foundation-based music. However, I am flexible on drums, and I don't mind playing for a second artist. You know what I'm saying? If it takes me to go in the dark to be the light. You understand what I'm saying? So
Okay.
I like
But-
that. You need
No,
that. on the
what I
t-shirt.
mean is like some, you know how some people when I don't know if you're old enough to remember when Kurt Franklin stepped onto the scene, people was like,
No,
oh,
we're not
that's
old
not
enough for
gospel
that.
music. That's not gospel music, you know. But it was getting people in the church.
Okay.
You know, it was getting the bodies into the church, and so and then they were hearing the word at that point, you know, and so the music that he was using got people into the church.
It was drawing them
Eventually.
in.
Hopefully they got saved from that point after they start hearing the word.
Mm-hmm.
That's what I'm saying. I thought, is that the
Mhm.
same kind of thing that you were talking about?
So what's the question? I'm sorry.
Do you use
Like
different
the
types
journey.
of sounds? You know, it's all gospel music, but
Mhm.
different types of gospel music, like rap gospel rap, and you know, rap may sound like pop music, but it's still, I mean, a gospel may sound like pop music, but it's still gospel.
I
And get
understand.
people in.
I understand. Instead of focusing on like what genre do I fit in, as far as when it comes to like the sound, my sound is very unique. So you may have a alternative like rock kind of feel. You might have a Janae Aiko type of feel, but the message is still the same. Delivery just is different.
Yeah.
Right, and that's what I mean. So
Yes.
you know, it's not just a traditional style of gospel music. You know, you're exploring different sounds, and it ultimately it draws different people in. Because I remember when I first heard, I was like, "That's gospel music." I didn't know.
Yeah,
I
you
didn't
need
know
the
it sounded like that.
Yeah.
Because ultimately there is it's another way to still get the message out.
Get the
Right.
message and send. Yeah. It
And I don't
definitely
have to say God. You know, I talk about my life. I talk about real struggles that I know as human we deal with, but I'm not thinking from the perspective, I'm not moving from the perspective of my own human nature. I have to tap in to who I am in Christ in order for me to then move in ways that God honors.
Right.
You know.
I love it.
Yeah.
Love it. That's so beautiful. Absolutely. You're so mature. And yeah, I know you're not 30, so
I am 25.
I said I know you're not 30. So. But no, you're so mature for your age, and I can just tell that. And I mean, your light is bright. It definitely is. And you have the right head. You know, your mind is in the right space. I definitely can identify and see that. So like, how do you, as a 25-year-old, how do you like stay grounded, focused? Because life can be lifing, you know, let's be real. And how do you stay grounded? How do you stay focused on your destination or just the journey alone?
Miss Tina, that's a great question. To answer it in a few words, like, because I could talk about this forever, but I'm not.
Well, we only have to 7:30, so.
No, I got you for sure.
No, I'm only kidding.
I'm actually joking. I stay near to God, and I realized that the power of my obedience, like that has enough depth to change my situation and my perspective in the situation. And so I understand the power of sin. I understand my sinful nature. I understand that I don't naturally trend towards choosing God. So I have to then make the choice daily to deny myself, to pick up my cross, and to follow Christ. You know, and that looks like practically doing the exact opposite of some days what I want to do. You know, to produce, you know, the fruit that He wants me to, no matter the season, in and out of season. Like, you know, so I stay near to God. I stay in my word. And I don't just stay in my word, but I do the work. I maintain my soul, devoting my will to whatever God's will is, what he wants, what He designed me for. Remembering who I am in Christ, you know, that quickens my mind to like, no, you're here already equipped. Life is not happening to you, it's happening through you.
For you.
You know what I'm saying?
That's the truth. You got it, girl.
This is a purpose and a plan that I don't get to choose. And I know one question that you asked Mariah, it was like, why you? And she said, why not you? I'm like, no, you chose me, Father, because I know you knew that I would choose you. So before I even knew it, you already knew who I was, who you designed me. You chose me. So I get you, and he's so gracious enough to allow us a daily opportunity to like really choose him, even though you know, if you don't,
like some things happen. Yes,
but God is still.
That's why I think it's very important for all to always stay authentic and true and honest, because we can make it look and appear as though, you know, I'm on the right track, I'm doing the right thing and everything. But sometimes being real and authentic and pure and true to yourself will automatically, God will take care of the rest. Don't worry about nothing else. He got everything else. Just be authentic. And that's why I just commend you for that, because I can see that. I see the authenticity, you know, so, and I want you to just like continue to stand in that firmly, you know, so, you know, definitely I commend you like big time, because I can see it. I definitely see it.
Thank you.
Beautiful.
We got to be the example out here, you know.
That's why I keep telling Gerald. I'm like, be the example, man. Like,
it's good to hear young people say that they need to be the example, you know, because somebody's got to carry the torch long after we're gone. So that's good to hear that. You know, it's good to hear that to know that you're out there carrying the torch. And we have room for you in our magazine next month too, by the way.
Praise God. Thank you. I would love to.
We're going to make room.
Yeah.
Can I say something like that too? That is so beautiful that you say you make room, because like all in the same sentence, when you are, help me Holy Ghost, like when you are adamant about following God, you don't have to worry about, is there enough room or space for me?
You don't have to do nothing.
When you get like the blueprint is delighting yourself in God, like, and he will give you the desires of your heart, and it would be according to his riches and his glory. You get what I'm saying? So it's like, you don't have to worry about the numbers. You don't have to worry about the fame. Like the real fame, the real success is knowing God. All your gifts will make room for you when you're when you are purpose living, no matter what it is. And you know, just blessings, they flow, things happen when you put God first, you know what I'm saying? So I think that's the beautiful thing, like there's room for you. So thank you.
Make room. Yes, there's power in the acceptance. All you got to do is accept, because that's your job right now. When God hands it to you, just accept it. There's power in accepting. Everything else is done. You don't have to do nothing. Sit back and chill and play your drums.
And I want to encourage whoever's on here as well, like the power of your yes, like it is more powerful than you think, or whatever that's worth, you know, to you. The power of your yes can change the way you even see, you know, and your belief that you have in Christ, because it takes a sense of belief to say yes. But yes is also a part of is surrendering. You know what I'm saying? And so that type of humility is what God looks for. And so for whatever it's worth, like your yes is way more powerful than what you think. So
yes is a complete sentence. So all you got to do is say yes. It's a complete sentence.
Absolutely.
Yeah.
I
so
love
if you have three things you want to three things you want to tell a new musician or singer, what would you tell them?
Three things I want to tell a new musician. First one, go for it. Fear and all. Go.
All right, I'm gonna do it. I'm gonna do it.
Go for it.
Not you, say music.
Go
down, Satan. Down, Satan.
That is so funny. Yes, go for it, and Two more things. What else?
Dedicated. Well, I can't be telling you.
Being yourself, like bringing you to the table, that's your greatest strength. And so really dialing to who you are.
Mm-hmm.
So that way you are not as flexible when the industry tries to bend certain curves that are meant to be straight. So you are your greatest strength. So really dial in to who you are. And the last thing, to your practice, your work ethic, show up for yourself. When you're in your practice session, from a drummer's, you don't have to have no kit. I played for years without a kit. I had a little small $20 remote pad. And for the ones who don't even have that, or sticks, go get your hangers, break the end off, and imagine your drum set. When you're in your room, I played for years in a small, I don't even know the size, but definitely not a 10 by 20. Let's take a corner of that. And I had 10,000 people on my right, 10,000 people on my left, and I had 20,000 people deep before I was able to see it come into fruition. Like, I was already practicing. So make the steps that you like, maximize what you have now, so that way when the opportunity tangibly presents itself, you are well equipped. You know what I'm saying? So your work ethic, that's everything. Be the best you can be. Show up for yourself and go for it, man. Fear and all, go for it.
Yes. Wow. Right. I love that. Love that. Yes.
All right. So yeah, we're gonna have to bring you back with a video clip of you.
Absolutely. We gotta see this in action.
Oh yeah, see my handles on there now. In the meantime, Nakya On Fiyaa. All platforms.
I love that. If that's not a tag, I want that to be your tag, your hashtag. That's what that needs to be.
Yes. I know you guys are gonna put the link to my company's website.
I already did.
Go check out the music,
Yeah. Thank you. We appreciate you coming by tonight and talking to us.
Absolutely. Wonderful.
I thank y'all for having me. It's such a blessing.
Beautiful spirit. Love it.
We'll be reaching back out to get some pictures for the magazine. So
1,000%.
All right.
All right. Thank you.
Y'all have a blessed night, okay?
You too.
Thank you.
All right. Bye-bye.
Wow. Right. Wow. That's nice. Like,
what a great show.
I'm impressed. And it's getting hot. So how much longer we got?
That's it. It's a wrap.
But that was absolutely both guests. They beautiful young ladies.
Yeah.
Beautiful young ladies with the right attitude and the right mind and determination, passion, and God. Lord have mercy. I love it. Absolutely love it.
And we got more coming next month. I'm not next month.
It's like
2 weeks. I mean,
I know. Right?
Saying next month. It's March.
I know. I was gonna say it's already March. And the month is going fast already. I didn't know it was already the second. I'm thinking it's the first. So we have a lot of exciting things coming up.
So we have 2 musician singers, Dawne and Aaron Carmel will be on, and then Havilah Malone will be visiting us for the first
say that one
time.
more time.
She was in the magazine years ago, and it was like,
one more time. Yes.
So she'll be back. I know she's into some big things, so we'll be honored to have her on the show for the first time. We've never had her on the show.
Yeah, it's gonna be on and popping.
Yeah.
We're starting the year off right. It is on and popping, so it is all good.
All right.
So that is it. Thank you everyone for joining. Renata, thank you as usual. I mean, we adore you, girl. So and who's that pop? Okay, I can't see that. Pep Talk Tay. I like that name.
Get them reading glasses or something.
I know, right? Leave me alone, Gerald. Leave me alone. Pep Talk Tay. I like that name though. That's actually that's so wrong. But thank you everyone for joining us. Of course, we had a wonderful evening, and please continue to support us. We donate because we can't do this alone. We would love your support. So please continue to subscribe and donate and watch the show next time because it's going to be awesome. Another one. Yes.
Good night, everyone.
Night, night.